So we're back for the fourth league of the day, and we are playing Hammer Time in Legacy. No, you heard that correctly. Hammer Time in Legacy. So, same old deal. Use Sigarda's Aid and Pure Steel Paladin to get free equipment on your stuff, which includes Colossus Hammer and includes other equipment, including Shadow Spear, Cranial Plating, Sword of Fire and Ice, Nettle Cyst, Cauldron Complete, and Hammer of Nazan, 4 mana. Whenever it enters or another equipment enters the battlefield under your control, you may attach that equipment to target creature you control. Equipped creature gets plus 2/0 and indestructible, equipped for 4. We also have Paradise Mantle to make mana, Ornithopters, Mox Opals, Esper Sentinel, and Swords of Plowshares to interact. 1 Steel Shaper's Gift to go search for equipment, and 4 Stone Forges to go search for equipment. And that is pretty much... Oh, then we have Retrofitter Foundry, the one non-equipment, non-creature artifact in the deck. 1 mana, 3 mana to untap it, 2 mana and tap to make a servo, a 1/1 servo, 1 mana and tap to sack a servo to make a 1/1 Thopter, and tap and sack a Thopter to make a 4/4 construct. Of course, then we have a bunch of Plains, Urza's Saga, Wasteland, Caracas, and Ancient Den. So that is the main deck. Not really sure why this list only has 3 Sigarda's Aids and 3 Hammers, but it is what it is. Sideboard, Deafening Silence for the Storm stuff, Mana Tithe for something, not really sure. Disenchant, March of Otherworldly Light, Surgical Extraction, and Leyline of the Void for the graveyard stuff, and 1 Sword of War and Peace. Presumably that's good against Boros Initiative, and maybe some other decks. Anyways, that's Hammer in Legacy. So let's go ahead and jump into a league. Who plays this deck? Apparently at least one person. All right, so it is round 1, and we are on the draw. And this hand has Saga and Sigarda's Aid, so it does actually have a game plan. It's a slow game plan, but it's a game plan. So I think it's keepable. All right, let's keep. Opponent mulls to 5. Mishra's Bauble. Wooded Foothills. Taiga. All right, Bauble draw. All right, I guess let's just slam down Sigarda's Aid on turn 1. They did nothing on their turn. Okay, well, let's get Saga down. Let's play Retrofitter. Let's play a second Sigarda's Aid in case the first one goes away. And pass it back. Miniature's Bauble. Bauble draw. All right, Saga on 2. All right, cast Mox Opal. I could Wasteland them, but I think it's better to just get the Construct tokens going. Actually, no, wait, I had Mox Opal. Oh, no, I can't use Mox Opal yet, though. All right, well, I guess we just pass with the Construct up. All right, well, we won against whatever it is that we're playing against. It's a deck with Taiga and Mishra's Bauble. I have no idea. Like Delver, but they didn't play, but they just had a Taiga? Huh. Well, whatever they are, they're a deck that plays a bunch of spells because they're playing Bauble, so probably Deafening Silence is good. Maybe Mana Tithe is good. Assuming these are good, what do we cut? Like, I don't know what they are, but they're clearly a deck that's playing Mishra's Bauble, which means they're a deck that's playing multiple spells a turn. So let's cut one of the Paradise Mantles. Let's cut... Oh, what else? Retrofitter. These are all fine. Just like low quality stuff. Ornithopter, Mantle, Ornithopter, and just bring like all this in. Like maybe? I don't know. I don't know how many cheap stuff you can cut before Mox Opal's like not good anymore. All right, let's try this. Huh. Well, I don't think the full house is going to do it. So let's mull. Okay. This is keepable. So let's put back... Is it keepable? I guess I've got Mana Tithe twice, but I don't have a second land. I have Opal into Hammer. I do not know what I'm supposed to play here. I guess let's put Cauldron Complete back since Stoneforge can fetch it anyway. Chrome Mox. Is it Initiative and they have Baubles in their deck? Exile Burning Wish. Okay then. Well, I'm glad I put these Mana Tithes in. Runaway... Oh, is it Ruby Storm, but it's 3 different colors? The F am I playing against? I guess I just hold up Mana Tithe, right? All right, back to them. Ren's Resolve. All right, Mana Tithe that. Wooded Foothills. All right, take 2 from the Steamkin. All right, Urza's Saga, trigger, play Colossus Hammer, play Opal, and then we'll just hold Mana Tithe up. Fetches with Wooded Foothills. So they do have 3 mana, so it's unlikely I'm going to be able to Mana Tithe anything they play, but who knows. Arid Mesa. Runaway Steamkin attacks us. All right, no plays from them, back to us. Saga goes up. Ooh, Ancient Den. Excellent. So Ancient Den gets us to Metalcraft, and now we can hold up Mana Tithe and make a Construct. So back to them. Fetches with Arid Mesa. Pia Nalar. They're playing the Pia deck in Legacy? Okay. I mean, we're playing a modern deck in Legacy, so I guess I can't exactly throw any shade here. All right, make a Construct. Then upkeep. Oh, I should have Caracas that last turn. Oh, well, whatever. Make a Construct. What do I get? I don't have any free equips right now, so is it better to just grab Shadow Spear? I already have a hammer anyway. Yeah, I guess Shadow Spear. Monotide's basically dead at this point. They're just drawing off the top. If I bounce Pia, it gets them a guaranteed trigger on the Steamkin, though. So let's see. How fast do they die if I just equip Shadow Spear and start beating them? So cast Opal, keep the new Opal, equip Shadow Spear, combat, swing. Opponent fetches, grabs a plateau. All right, what do they draw off the top? So they're using Burning Wish as like a way to grab more Ren's Resolves, presumably. All right, on to round 2. Cooking on both sides of the field. All right, so we're on here in round 2. Which Pioneer deck are we playing against now? Only Sigarda's, or Urza Saga's the only land. Yeah, we have to mull this. This is fine. I guess we put back Hammer, right? Put back the Hammer. Oh, Yorion deck. Okay. Yorion means fires of Ring Delight? Yeah, for sure. Thoughtseize. Oh, I missed Yorion. Yeah, I wish the companion flashed like a gigantic thing on the screen that says, hey, your opponent is playing a companion. It's this one. It's so easy to miss the companion notification. Took Stoneforge. All right, let's go Ancient Den, Sentinel, and back to them. Obviously, if this is Bowmasters, then we're like incredibly far behind, but what can you do? Thalia. All right, I guess we're swordsing this. Yeah, swords the Thalia. Combat. Swing. Flooded Strand. Stoneforge. Gets Cauldra. So it's black, white, and potentially other colors. Esper Stoneblade, I guess. Opal. Sigarda's Aid. I guess Combat. I guess I should guarantee that this actually resolves before I just attack them. Cast Shadow Spear. Trigger. All right, Combat. Swing. All right, they're at 17. We're at 22. Back to them. If they land Cauldra, we can never attack them. Fetches a Plains. So, okay, if they're not fetching blue here, then they're just black-white. They're just Orzhov Stoneblade. All right. They're just going to run out Cauldra right now. All right, there's Cauldra. Swings with Cauldra. We go to 17. And they're paying 1 to do what? Oh, Prismatic Vista. All right, back to me. Ooh, Swords to Plowshares. All right, Combat. Swing. All right, I was waiting. I thought I would get priority there. I guess not. All right, so what am I doing instead? I guess I'm probably just swordsing and then flashing Cranial Plating on their turn. All right. Yeah, I guess I just accidentally clicked through priority. Oh, well. We can still win. So if they're not a blue deck, I guess they don't have counter spells. So everything here is going to go unimpeded. Skyclave. All right, I have to swords that so I get an illusion token back so I actually have creatures to attach stuff to. Yeah. All right, that resolves. So they swing here, and I only get a 1/1 back, so there's no reason to do this now. Wasteland. All right, swords this. Fortunately, they can wasteland this, and then not only does that get rid of this, it also shuts off Opal. So flow to mana, then swords here, get an illusion, and then cast Cranial Plating. Equip, then back to us. All right, so just equip here, and combat. Swing. Now, the problem is they can just hang this back for the rest of the game, and then I can't actually attack into them. So we'll see what happens. Flicker Wisp. Man, they just have all the answers to our stuff. All right, once again, we got to draw pretty well to get out of this. Take 6, go to 12. They're fetching a Plains, playing Aether Vial. Sure. All right, drawing into Ornithopter. Well, it's a card that exists. All right, equip here. I don't think it's worth playing Opal just to put Cranial Plating on it right now. So back to them. Swings with just Cauldra. No blocks. We go to 7. Opponent plays Recruiter of the Guard. Fetches Lauren of the Third Path. So next turn they blow this up. So we need to draw Hammer like right now. Well, that's not a Hammer. All right, Saga, trigger, equip here. And then, hang on, what? Why is this 3 toughness? Oh no, it's 3 toughness because of Shadow Spear, right? Duh. Combat. So swing here. We go to 12, 7, 4, 3, 2. All right. Swing with Ornithopter. They're blocking with Flicker Wisp. We trample them, and then the Ornithopter dies. So we have to do that anyway, because otherwise, like, we can't block Cauldra, so we just have to gain life. So pass back to them. Oh, they can Lauren the Saga, though. That's the problem, right? So they Lauren the Saga, and then I have to top deck another creature and be able to equip. And yeah, we're just super dead. Lauren. Goodbye, Urza Saga. Another Aether Vial. Wasteland. All right, we're dead. So let's see. Sword of War and Peace, definitely good. None of that is good. March is good. Disenchant is maybe good. Can't blow up Cauldra, but it can blow up Aether Vial and other equipment. All right, so bring that. And cutting what? Esper Sentinel is probably garbage, right? They are mostly just creatures. So that is fine, yeah. Esper Sentinels out, these in. All right, so on the play for the second game. All right, we've got Sigarda's Aid and Pure Steel. We can't play Pure Steel. We can't play anything, actually. So we can play turn 1 Sigarda's, turn 2 March something, and then if we fail to draw a third land, we're just, like, really far behind. How many lands are in this deck? 20. 20 plus Mox Opal. I don't think we can keep this. Let's mill. All right, way better. Keep. Put back a land. Done. Forest, Sigarda's Aid, and pass. Caracas into Aether Vial. All right. All right, Stoneforge. Trigger Stoneforge. Now, am I grabbing Cauldra or something else? The Germ token can still die to Flicker Wisp. Maybe I should grab Sword of War and Peace in that case. So if I Sword of War and Peace, then they still have Lauren and Skyclave to get rid of the sword. Cauldra, Germ gets killed by Flicker Wisp, and Swords to Plowshares. All right, let's grab Sword. They just have answers to anything we do, so we may as well just go for this, I guess. Wasteland. All right. Draw Sigarda's Aid. Okay, so Caracas. And then I don't have a way of actually attacking with the sword, so I should just Stoneforge the sword out, I guess. Yeah. All right, pass back to them. Aether Vial goes up to 2. Another Wasteland. All right, flow to white. All right, activate Stoneforge. Put sword into play. Trigger. No, they have Swords to Plowshares. All right. And now we just have 1 mana. Yeah, this is rough. All right, we're going to lose now. Back to them. Aether Vial up to 3, maybe. Yep, to 3. Flicker Wisp also makes our swords worse, because now anything we try to kill, they can potentially flicker. Well, nothing to do now. Pass back to them. And they had nothing to do either. All right, Scrubland. Puts Yorion in their hand. All right, Urza Saga. Still can't even do anything with that, so pass to them. Plays a Swamp and passing back to us. All right, trigger. Well, we drew Disenchant. I guess I'm going to try to Disenchant their Aether Vial on upkeep. All right, try to shoot this. If you have something to vial in, why have you not been doing it all this time? Skyclave, sure. Prismatic Vista. All right, trigger on the stack. Am I going to fetch Opal or an equipment? Probably Opal, right? So float. Yeah, all right, so just grab Opal. Play another land. So let's swords this so we get a creature. Actually, let me think. Cancel. I can just play Nettlecyst, right? Yeah. So play Nettlecyst. Triggers. So make a 3/3, and then I can just flash out Paradise Mantle whenever I want, and then turn Opal on. So let's just wait. They have 5 mana, and they didn't do anything. They didn't even play Yorion, which would have blinked Skyclave and let them kill Sigarda's Aid off. Do they have Solitude? Oh, of course. Yeah, all right. Well, yeah, all right, sure. So I guess I'm going to Swords this Skyclave pretty much no matter what. So I may as well flash this out now so that it's stronger, so I gain more life. All right, cast this. All right, so gain 4, and now Opal's online. And then when they go to play Yorion, I'll Swords the Skyclave, I guess. Or no, I guess I Swords Solitude, because then the token's in play? I don't know. If I don't Swords the Skyclave, then I don't have a creature. All right, whatever. They hit us, and then we'll see what they do. Prismatic Vista. All right, so there's Yorion. So if I Swords this, they blink Solitude, they kill the token. If I Swords Solitude, they don't have to blink this. So let's see, they blink both of them. This comes back and eats something else. I don't think there's a good option here. I guess I Swords... If I just Swords the Solitude, it means if they blink this, we get a 3/3 back that they can't get rid of, at least. All right, let's kill Solitude. So Yorion, are they going to blink this? They are blinking that. All right, we get a 3/3. And then what do they get rid of? Aid or Nettlecyst, probably. All right, they're getting rid of Nettlecyst. Let's see. We can't actually do anything. I guess I can equip Paradise Mantle for 1, right? So cast Ornithopter, and then we're short on being able to hammer. So I should equip this here. Because if they're going to kill something, it's probably going to be this illusion token. I guess there's no reason not to play the second aid, right? I should play the second aid. All right, over to them. The only reason not to do it would be if they can blink Skyclave multiple times, but if they can blink Skyclave multiple times, then we're just dead anyway. Aether Vial. Take 4 from the Yorion. No actions on their part. So, all right, let's get Wasteland out so we can at least Wasteland this Caracas before they go crazy with it. And then I can flash out Hammer. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I guess I attack with the illusion token. Yeah, so combat, swing. I'm not flashing this out right now because if they get Skyclave or whatever, I want to have this around next turn. Aether Vial goes to 1. I'll do this on end step. Yorion, no block. Flicker Wisp. Oh, there goes our illusion token. Oh, they're going to target Yorion? Huh. Well, I guess let's waste the Caracas now. All right, so that happens, and then we'll see what occurs after that. So they're going to blink both of these. Oh, they just have another Caracas. Well, trigger gets rid of these, presumably. Mm-hmm. Make another 3/3. Well, I'm not going to have a better opportunity to flash this out than now. So, hammer. Triggers. All right, equip. And then these are fine. All right, back to us. We have a very limited window in which to do anything. All right, well, yeah, all right, combat. Swing here. And this can't swing without just dying. So, how much does this cost to equip? 4? All right, swing with the illusion. Flash out Shadow Spear. Target here. Then they take 6. Or maybe they don't take 6. All right, sword's our guy, sure. Well, we're just extremely dead because they get Flicker Wisp and Skyclave back. Flicker Wisp kills this, Skyclave kills the Ornithopter, then we have no creatures, and then we just lose the game. Yeah, all right. It's going to take them a while to win, but they will win eventually, so let's just move on. On to round number 3. All right, round 3, and we are on the draw. All right, so, we can technically make white mana by moving the Paradise Mantle onto Ornithopter, so the hand is okay, but the problem is, what do we do after that? We can make Saga tokens. That assumes nothing dies, though. So we go turn 1, Saga, Ornithopter, Paradise Mantle, equip. Turn 2, Wasteland, make a Construct token. That's decent. Polluted Delta, Underground Sea, Thoughtseize. Well, there goes their plan. They took Pure Steel. All right, well, the plan is not off. Ooh, Mox Opal. So Ornithopter, Paradise Mantle, Opal, and I think I'm just going to Wasteland them because it's the same. Now, is that right? No. Maybe I am just supposed to get Urza Saga going. All right, trigger, and may as well equip here, and then back over to them. And the next turn, I have the mana to both make a construct and waste them. Brainstorm, Misty Rainforest, fetch, Snow Island, ponder. All right, so this triggers Wasteland, waste their Underground Sea, and may as well cast this Paradise Mantle because it's going to grow the construct, and then pass. Swamp, Infernal Tutor, reveals Cabal Ritual. Okay, so it's Doomsday. And they do have Threshold online. All right, make a construct. All right, what are we getting with this Saga? I can't equip Hammer even if I go fetch it, so I should just make another construct. All right, make a construct and go grab... What matters here? Shadow Spear gets in slightly more damage. Does Retrofitter Foundry do anything? Not really. That's for grindy games. So I hit them for 7 this turn, and then they're dead next turn, regardless. I can't equip Shadow Spear anyway. So how do I lose this? They either win on their turn, or they have a removal spell for like one of the construct tokens, and then the other one deals 6. So let's grab Hammer. Actually, I guess I can grab Ornithopter and move Paradise Mantle to the Ornithopter for more mana. Yeah, that makes more sense. So grab Ornithopter, land, equip here, and combat. Swing, swing. Or just swing once. All right, so they've got double Cabal Ritual. All right, well, we're just dying probably. It's Doomsday or Storm, one of the two. Ad Nauseam. 7. Thoughtseize, Rain of Filth, Petal, LED, 5 life. Can they win with this? They have 4 mana floating, a land, they have another land drop, and they can use Rain of Filth, Lotus Petal, and LED, maybe. One option was to keep swords in case opponent goes for 20 storm damage. Yeah, but if they can go for 20 storm damage, they can probably go for more than 20. All right, so Preordain, Petal, LED, Chrome Mox, Prince Thoughtseize, right? Yeah. Thoughtseizes anyway, takes swords. Tendrils, Storm is some amount, I don't know. Probably enough to kill us, right? All right, yeah, we're dead. Swords here would have been good? No, it wouldn't have. Right? They have... I guess I could have swordsed, what, a construct token? I guess it would have. Yeah, all right. So, let's see. Deafening Silence, 100%. What else? Is Leyline of the Void good? They don't really cast anything out of their... Well, so, they have Cabal Ritual Threshold, right? So that's the only thing that's relevant there. Surgical might be useful. Maybe, I don't know. They have to already be going off for that to matter, right? And that just leaves Monetize. I guess let's figure out what things are being cut. Like Hammer's way too slow. What is going on? I can't like click anything. I literally can't click everything. Everything just keeps like floating. Hi. All right, we good? All right, we're good. So Hammer back. Don't want that. Don't want... I basically want anything that speeds me way up, right? So Retrofitter Foundry is too slow. Shadow Spear is too slow. Actually, Shadow Spear can maybe gain me life out of range, but that's probably not a good game plan. Also, Swords is garbage, right? Swords basically is useless. Okay, let's just cut that. And then, let's see. Sword of War and Peace probably kills them really fast. And then I guess Monetize? Is that good, though? All right, let's try this. This is okay. All right, keep this. It can maybe kill them. It also, Esper Sentinel draws cards if they try to... start casting cantrips in the early game. So Plains, play Esper Sentinel first, cast this, and then over to them. If this is the Beseech version with Gaia's Will, then Leyline's good. Yeah, but I don't know that it is. Maybe it is. Fetches Blue Delta, Underground Sea. Dark Ritual, trigger the Sentinel, draw. Can they go off turn 1? That's the only reason I can think they'd play Ritual right now. Really? Cabal, Lotus Petal, empty the Warrens. Okay, so kind of. Make 10 bajillion goblins. Gotcha. All right, how do we beat this? Shadow Spear? Huh. So play Stoneforge, trigger. Let's see. So they attack. We block 3 of them. 2 of them die. They have 8 creatures left. We lose our Esper Sentinel and we go to 13. But then I can start gaining life back with plating plus Shadow Spear. So it should be Shadow Spear then. All right, back to them. War and Peace gains a bunch of life. It doesn't gain as much as Shadow Spear once we put plating on stuff. And we're going to be playing out a lot of spells. Opponent casts LED and pays for it. All right, block, and then block. I actually gain more life if I don't block with Sentinel, right? I take 8, I go to 12. But then the Sentinel means that cranial plating. It also means I have another blocker next turn that I can Shadow Spear onto. Yeah, all right, let's block like that. Right, so BAMP damage, we go to 12. Ooh, Mox Opal. So Sigarda's Aid, and then we get to play both. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it means anything they play forces Esper Sentinel, draw a card. All right, let's equip Esper Sentinel. And plating. And over here. And combat. All right, they have conceded to that. So yeah, again, I still don't know if they're on a version where the graveyard stuff matters, but I think all of this is not useful. And then let's just keep this going. All right, run it back. Ooh, turn 1 Deafening Silence. All right, 100% keeping. Trop Island. I guess we just run it out, right? Yeah, just run it out. They have the fewest cards right now, therefore the fewest potential answers to it. Opponent casts Brainstorm. Bayou. All right, so let's get Saga going. Let's play Stoneforge and go grab Cauldra. I guess I can hold Monetize up too if I just play... Now let's play Stoneforge. All right, let's grab Cauldra and back to them. Abrupt Decay on Deafening Silence. All right. Couldn't have monetized that anyway. Oof. Double Rituals, Petal, LED. All right, Empty the Warrens we can beat. Empty the Warrens isn't too bad. Sword of War and Peace. All right, let me think about this. So Cauldra plus Sigarda's Aid, hit them for 5. If they attack, I can then Sword of War and Peace plus Colossus Hammer next turn to kill them. So activate Stoneforge, put Cauldra into play, and go to combat, swing. So obviously no blocks from them, and then Sigarda's Aid post-combat. And then we kill them next turn. Preordain, go to combat, swing with everything, we go to 10. All right, float here, and I mean, we can just go find hammer, right? So float, search my library. How does this fail? If they have a way to kill Cauldra, right? If they have that, though, we're just super dead. I guess we're not dead if I don't hammer this turn. Let me think. If I grab Shadow Spear, it equips here. Abrupt Decay can't answer this, so anything that they have, I can maybe monetize. Or I can Shadow Spear onto Stoneforge, and then if this gets dealt with, I don't die immediately. What can they have that answers this? I can't think of anything. Chain of Vapor, just a bounce spell. Let's assume they have Chain of Vapor, right? So they go Chain, Bounce, or Germ Token. Like Chain or Echoing Truth. If it's Echoing Truth, I can counter it. If it's Chain, I can't counter it. Actually, if it's Chain, I can't counter either because LED can pay for monetize. So let's assume it's a bounce spell, right? I go hammer here, and then they bounce it, right? And then I can just play all this stuff, and I get 1 block. I should just put Shadow Spear on this, right? Then I hammer this. They bounce it. Post-combat, I move Shadow Spear over to Stoneforge, and maybe can survive this onslaught. All right, so let's grab Shadow Spear. Actually, no, I just move it right now, right? So put this on Stoneforge. So then let's play Karakas, Mox Opal, and then Colossus Hammer. Equip that to Cauldra, and then go to combat. Swing. Abrupt Decay on the hammer. All right, I guess I flash out Sword of War and Peace. Here, this gets in more damage. Why not? And we gain 1 life off the sword. So target here. So they take 7. We gain 1 up to 11. The sword triggers. So we don't die to the goblins because we have 1 block off Stoneforge and 1 life gain. And then it's back on them. And they can't block the germ because sword gives it pro red. Dress down. I mean, even if I monetize this, they can just pay for it. So yeah, dress down. So we don't have lifelink anymore, sure, but we still don't die. Sacks LED in response for black. I guess in case he drew Beseech. All right, mana fizzles. So you know, he actually could have dressed down on my turn to make the pro red fall off of this, and then he could have just chumped it. All right, But anyway, we won against Storm, so on to round number 4. They must have been afraid of Thalia. They had no reason to go for it there. All right, round number 4, we're on the play. This hand looks great. All right, keep. All right, so Sigarda's Aid, Ornithopter, and pass. And then next turn we can go Steel Shapers for Hammer, hit them, and then they're maybe dead in 2 hits, depending on what we're playing against. Shatter Skull Smashing. So is this Oops or Red Prison? All right, let's just go for a turn 3 kill. Steel Shapers for Hammer, equip, combat, swing. All right, opponent's at 10. They gotta kill us or deal with our threat. Chromox. Exiles, Goblin Ringleader. Okay, so it's Goblins, but with Shatter Skull Smashing. Sticker Goblin. Makes 4 mana. Another Sticker Goblin. Muxus. Wow. All right, this is, huh? Guys, I think their turn 2 is better than ours. Oh, they have haste too? Oh, so we're just dead. All right then. Well, do we get to see the sticker they revealed? Oh, what now? Rolls a 10 on a d20 with name Sticker Goblin's ability. What does that mean? You don't roll dice here? Oh, no. Wait, what? Oh, okay, so stickers don't exist, so they've errated the Sticker Goblin to have the same odds? Okay. And it's literally called Name Sticker Goblin on here. All right. Well, Sword of War and Peace, and let's see, too slow. Esper Sentinel, terrible. March, Disenchant. I guess we keep the hammer in then. I don't know, is Monotithe even good here? They're goblins, which means maybe they're playing Vile. They're probably not playing Vile, though. They have, like, extra mana off Chrome Mox. Seems better than Hammer. Yeah, these seem kind of slow, too. Like, what am I doing? I'm trying to kill Chrome Moxes? Yeah, whatever. Let's just play Monotithe. Okay, then. Well, I guess we have turn 2 Stoneforge into Cauldra with Sword of Fire and Ice and a Monotithe. I guess I keep. All right, so land, pass with Monotithe open. Mountain. Well, there's Sigarda's Aid, so let's go Stoneforge. All right, do I grab Cauldra or do I grab Sword of War and Peace now because I have Aid? Or just Hammer, because then they're dead in, like, they're dead super fast if I do that. All right, let's grab Hammer. Wait a minute. When I was putting together these deck lists for the marathon, and I put Madness together, they didn't have Shadowgrain Archfiend, a random commander card with Madness, supported on the client. But they have Sticker Goblin supported. Anyway, Fury, Exile Simian Spirit Guide, Battlecry Goblin. All right, Mox Opal. Let's just swords the... Yes. So is it better to play Aid right now, or is it better to just hold both of these open? I guess it's probably better to hold both open. All right, let's pass back to them. 4 mana, plays Goblin War Chief with the mana open to pay for Monotithe. All right, well, it resolves. I guess I'm swordsing these both. All right, kill that and kill that. I can Steel Shapers for Nettle Cyst, but I still can't play it. Also, I'm getting further and further away from being able to Monotithe anything. All right, so Steel Shapers. Let's grab Nettle Cyst, and then let's just play Aid, and back to them. Well, another land, which is City of Traders, and 5 mana, and they're just going to cast what? No, Animate Den of the Bugbear, sure. All right, so we take 4. Need to draw a land for Nettle Cyst or something. If I play Hammer, I'm still a ways away from actually being able to play Nettle Cyst. This is so rough. All right. It's like if I draw an artifact next turn, I want to be able to have Hammer in play so I can play Nettle Cyst. But if I don't draw an artifact next turn, I want to keep Hammer so I can hammer a creature. All right, let's just hold Hammer and Monotithe up, I guess. Why not? I'm probably just flashing the Hammer in because I need to get something going, and if I draw an artifact, I need to be able to have Metalcraft or Opal. Like if I draw Ornithopter. But if I draw Ornithopter, so they're playing Cavernous Souls, floating a bunch of mana, so I can't Monotithe anything now because of Cavernous Souls. Animate Den. Uncounterable Mogwar Marshal. Sure. I could maybe draw Paradise Mantle, which would be a free artifact, or I could draw like Ancient Den. So there are artifacts I can draw where I would want Hammer out to get Metalcraft online. All right, flash out Hammer. What do we draw? It gets Metalcraft online at least, but we're probably dying before that's relevant. Oh wait, I needed to play Cranial Plating. Oh, whatever, we're gonna lose this game anyway. I was just thinking that this buffs Nettle Cyst, but yeah, we're just gonna die. Like, they hit us. I can't play Nettle Cyst until next turn anyway. We're going 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 6. We go to 5. Yeah, we're dead. I guess we're not dead if we draw like Swords, but now we're dead. We're super dead. All right. We were about to draw another Monotithe. All right. Well, 2 and 2. On to round number 5. All right, round 5, and we're on the play. Pure Steel Sigarda's Aid, pretty good. We are missing an equipment, but other than that, the hand is good. So if we draw like any good equipment, this hand's good. So we go turn 1, Plains, triple this, Pure Steel, equip, Sigarda's, yeah, all right, keep. Plains, cast Mox Opal, Pure Steel, and then let's equip this here, and then back to them. And we don't even have to draw Hammer. Like, there's other equipment we can draw that are good. I don't know why, but I always think Paradise Mantle buffs toughness, but it doesn't. It's just turn your guy into a Monodork. Windswept Teeth. Fetch. Once Upon a Time. Allosaurus Shepherd. Okay, so probably Elves. Ooh, Sword of Fire and Ice, which we can actually play, right? All right, move this here. I want to guarantee that we trigger it, so cast Sword. Trigger, draw a card. Then move this here. Go to combat. Swing. Trigger, shoot Allosaurus Shepherd. Drew Urza Saga. That's another really good one. Do I want to move any of these around? I don't think so. I guess I move this here in case they kill one or the other. All right, back to them. Heath, fetch. 2 forests. They did nothing, though. Urza Saga triggers. All right, it's probably better to have another mana open, so let's just swing with Ornithopter and then move Paradise Mantle to Pure Steel. Actually, let's just do that now. Equip here. I'm just going to swing with just Ornithopter. Swing. I guess technically I should move Sword here so I do more damage. Are we getting Besaged? All right, so Besage on the Sword. Sure. Grab a Plains. So 2 to activate, Opal for Swords, and then Pure Steel for Sigarda's Aid. All right, so tap for aid, and then just pass back. Bayou. Birchlore Rangers. Heritage Druid. I'd rather kill Heritage Druid than Birchlore, so let's wait. All right, Swords, this. Make a Construct. Back to us. Trigger on the stuff. Oh, Hammer? Okay. They're just incredibly dead. Make a Construct. Trigger. Then search. Go grab Shadow Spear so we can trample through. Trigger Pure Steel. This targets this. So move Shadow Spear to that. And then let's move this to the Ornithopter. Hammer. Equip to the Construct. Draw card. Move the Hammer. All right. So win game 1. What do we need against Elves? Removal. Deafening Silence doesn't matter. Monetize is like so bad. They have Allosaurus Shepherd plus a million mana, right? So just removal. And then Hammer super slow. What else is slow? Oh, Esper Sentinel is friggin' terrible in this matchup. Is Monetize better than Esper Sentinel? I don't think so. Oh, Retrofit or Foundry is terrible though. Let's get rid of that. So, all right, let's run this. All right, game 2 on the draw. This, we have swords to interact with them, but then that's otherwise very slow. Even Cauldron in the opening hand's pretty bad. We can't even use Opal. We have no creatures to attach any of our stuff to. Let's mull. Going to 5 is always really, really bad. Let's keep and throw back an Ornithopter. Heritage Druid, turn 1. Well, we're 100% killing that. Oh, I should have Wastelanded. Ornithopter, Opal, Paradise Mantle. Oh, do they have Force of Vigor? Well, apparently we're getting Force of Vigor. No? Swords that. And then equip here. I should have played Wasteland instead of Plains. Green into Green Sun Zenith. Yeah, so Dried Arbor. So we're just going to Wasteland the Bayou. Drawing Esper Sentinel. All right, let's go Esper Sentinel so that if they have to force now, if they don't want to pay. All right, Wasteland. Kill that. And then we're just not going to play Hammer because there's no reason to. Windswept Heath. Another Bayou. Okay. Elvish Visionary. Drawing another Hammer. Well, we're just going to pass it back to them, I guess. Nettle Sentinel. All right. Kind of a cripple fight going on right now. No one can really do anything. Another Dryad Arbor. Drawing Caracas. That doesn't help. All right, back to them. Attacking with Nettle Sentinel. Sure, no blocks. And nothing else from them. Back to us. Sigarda's Aid. Here we go. Obviously, they can have Beseiju, but I find it unlikely that they have nothing. So let's just hammer the Sentinel first and then hammer Ornithopter. Swing, swing. Hammer. Maybe they just don't. If they have Beseiju or Abrupt Decay. It's like if they do have a removal spell, it's so much better if I equip to 2 different things. And they're still dead in 1 turn anyway. All right, so let's go Esper Sentinel first and see if they allow that to resolve. They didn't block either, so Snuff Out on Esper Sentinel. Trigger the Esper Sentinel. All right, play another Hammer. And put this on Ornithopter. All right, so they take 10, go to 6, and then they're not dead yet, and the Hammer forces this to lose flying, so we don't actually have a win here, but it does force them to at least block. Pause on our upkeep means Force of Vigor. Would you steal Shaper's Gift? So I can steal Shapers for... The fact that they're pausing means if they had Force of Vigor, surely they just would have cast it last turn, right? I have 3 mana, so I can steal Shapers for Nettle Cyst and cast that, or I can go for Shadow Spear and just try to kill them right now, and then if they have any removal for Ornithopter, that fails. All right, steal Shapers. Nettle Cyst gives me multiple creatures. Shadow Spear potentially wins the game right now. The fact that they're playing absolutely nothing, though, tells me they have another answer. So I'm going to grab Nettle Cyst and then just try to kill them next turn. I can't even... Yeah, well, all right, let's do that. I know there's a heuristic of, like, you know, make them have it, but 3 cards, none of which apparently are lands or any elves that they can play. Like, just has to be answers, right? Windswept Teeth. All right, flash out Nettle Cyst. All right, drawing Urza Saga, so let's just attack now. I guess I play Urza Saga. No, I don't, because if they have Force of Vigor, I want to have threats following this up. Combat. Swing and swing. Oh yeah, so they do have Force of Vigor. They're exiling Glimpse of Nature, and they're targeting Nettle Cyst and Ornithopter. Sure. All right, play Urza Saga and pass to them. Opponent fetches. Grabs a forest. Gaia's Cradle. Well, now they've got a bunch of mana. Oh, man. Last card in their hand, Natural Order. So they must have just top decked that, because otherwise they would have played it earlier. And then we just die, right? Crater Hoof. Yeah, we're dead. All right. Game 3. Run back exactly the same thing. All right, on the play. Land Saga, Hammer, Opal. So we go turn 1, Plains, Esper, Sentinel, pass. Turn 2, Saga, Opal. Still can't tap Opal for mana. Play a Hammer with no ability. I have multiple pieces of interaction. It's good enough. All right, Plains, Esper Sentinel, and go. Wooded Foothills. Gets a Forest. Plays Nettle Sentinel. Cauldra. All right, well, obviously we get blown up by Force of Vigor at any point, but what can you do? There's a Saga. Mox Opal. Kill this. I want to play Hammer now so that I have Opal mana next turn guaranteed. Well, if they're delaying this, that means they have Force of Vigor, and we're about to lose Sentinel and Saga. But again, what can you do? All right, go to combat, swing. They could also just wait a turn and then be able to pay for it on our upkeep. Get rid of Dryad Arbor, hitting Saga Hammer. We drew Stoneforge. All right. And now we do not have a second mana, or a third mana source rather, or even a second mana source, unless we draw a cheap artifact or another land. Korean Ranger. Bounce the forest to replay the forest to play another 1-drop. GSZ for 0, and they're letting me draw a card with the Esper Sentinel. All right. Ooh, Swords Plowshares. Great draw. Unfortunately, I can't Swords this because they can use Quarian Ranger to just bounce it to their hand. Well, there's the second one. So I can actually Swords this and then March this if they don't bounce it. All right, Swords this. Ooh, March a Dryad. Attack with the Esper Sentinel. Plays Heritage Druid. And then we get to play Stoneforge, fetch something, and then get Cauldron to play next turn. All right. I am perfectly fine swinging with the Sentinel here. So swing. If they block, that is a-okay. All right, 19. Play Stoneforge. Trigger. What do I want to grab? Sword of Fire and Ice seems pretty good. Yeah, let's go with that. Over to them. Looks like they have nothing to follow it up with. All right. Play. So if I Stoneforge in the sword and then equip it immediately. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Put in Sword of Fire and Ice. Equip here. Combat. Swing. Jump block there. And back to them. Wasteland. All right. Well, play another Esper Sentinel. So any spell equals, we draw more cards. Stoneforge out Cauldra. Go to combat. Swing, swing. Take a whole bunch of damage. Sword triggers. They go to 9. We draw a card. Steel Shaper's Gift. Play Wasteland. Play Steel Shaper's Gift. Let's grab Shadow Spear. Over to them. We have 1. 3 and 2 with Hammer. So, yeah, that's Hammer. I would obviously need to play more games to know for sure, but here are my current thoughts on the deck. Hammer sucks. Or Hammer of Nazan, rather, sucks. This card's way too slow. Costs so much mana to use it. I get the idea. You can Stoneforge for it, and then use it as your... So it's like a Sigarda's Aid that you can Stoneforge for, basically, but it's just so expensive. The ability that it grants is not even very good. Retrofitter Foundry also seems really bad. I guess this is supposed to be for maybe grindy matchups, or it's so that your Urza Saga can fetch a thing that can make creature tokens, but again, it seems so slow and bad. And I think if you're gonna play Hammer, like, to me, it makes absolutely no sense to be playing only 3 Hammers and 3 Sigarda's Aids. I think you just want to jack those up to 4 each, so you have the maximum number of times when you can get, like, cheese wins with them. I also don't think you need the second Paradise Mantle. I think you definitely want the 4th Ancient Den because you want to be able to get Metalcraft online for Opal. You want additional artifacts for Pure Steel Paladin, for Cranial Plating, for Urza Saga tokens. Like, there's so many things that you want that for. I think you definitely want to make this the 4th Ancient Den in here, swap another land out. And then the sideboard could probably use some touches. I guess we never wound up using any of these cards, but they obviously have to be here for the graveyard matchups, although I think you could also play Rest in Peace, maybe. Monetize is questionable. I think maybe you just want more stacks cards rather than these. Like just more copies of Deafening Silence to beat Storm or whatever. These are also kind of mediocre removal spells. Maybe they could be other things. Not sure what. But yeah, that is Hammer.